Hello. Welcome back again to another self-defense concepts video. Today will be another video on is this self-defense applicable or not. And the style that I'll be talking about today is Judo. Judo is a Japanese martial art. It was formed by Jigoro Kano, who is a mastermind at this interesting grappling throwing art, which to me, if I was to define it, is basically the science of throwing people. Like, it uses the whole fulcrum thing, the lever, it uses all that. And personally, I've done judo for about 5 years now, and for a little bit it's been almost my mental weakness because it brings out the perfectionist in me, which my perfectionist is also highly negative, so it brought that out. But ever since I got purple belt, I started to heal over, and now I'm brown belt 3. But aside from my story and my background in judo, which I do really dig judo, can it be self-defense applicable? My answer is like with boxing, yes, it has a lot of points to it. One is the fact that its basis is that pretty much a lot of people can train to take a punch. In fact, everybody now, in some form or way, has trained to take a punch, a kick. They watch enough MMA videos, they know how to train for that. But not many people can train being thrown to the ground. At least not with, not without the proper training. I mean, there's some things you can learn from videos, but learning to be thrown and learn how to soak it or to recover from it is a whole different beast. Granted, the floors that most judoka will be thrown on will be soft and a bit cushiony, but granted, we're also trained to take a fall and to throw people, so we have that advantage. The other advantage is, from my experience with it, is the grabbing and pulling mechanics. Because with gis, when we pull, we're literally pulling with intent. We're trying to move this person. And whether it is during a setup or during randori, which is free play, which is what you see happening in the Olympics, only a little bit more steady instead of high speed, that gi that we're pulling on looks very similar to a coat that normal people would wear, or that collar that we kind of grab on looks awfully resemblance to that polo that some people wear. Granted, from my observation, experimentation, and also seeing my instructor when he teaches class and when he experiments with other things too, that does not mean if you don't have something similar to a gi, we can't throw you. Oh no. From my experience, there's actually a good bit of throws that can be done without even needing a gi. Like, we can just go, you can literally have a casual shirt and we can probably still throw you. Granted, if we had something like a gi on you or a coat on you, we can probably do more of the dynamic throws and be more easy to throw you, but no. Just a little small problem solving to throw. Let's see. What I'd probably think, one of the few things that is a defect from judo is, as usual, judo is mostly a sport. Granted, the instructor that I've been teaching under for about the last 4 to 5 years always likes to go both, okay, this is how you do in the sport of judo, and this is how you would apply sport in a self-defense aspect, which I'm 100% grateful for. But it mostly start off as a sport. Judo does translate into the gentle way, but that does not mean it is gentle. Trust me. Some of the throws that I have taken and dished out, if they were put on concrete, bones would be shattered. Like, that is how that would work. Depending on how fast the speed, depending on how fast the speed of the throw that I'm committing to. Which there is a decent amount of throws that can wreck people. Like, it's, look up Sayatoshi, or the most recent throw that I got tested on and passed with, look up Kaguruma, which is a very popular throw because it's basically a fireman's carry. But yes, that throws in judo, and if you get the mechanics, the timing, everything right, you could put people down with that throw. And from how my mind is, especially from Hapkido that I study, you can literally tweak almost every throw into a point to where it can be twice as damaging, if not possibly lethal. My observation, I wouldn't say experimentation, but my connecting the dots. Like, if I move my hand this way and move my body this way, then your head will go this way. But that's my observation of it. But yeah. And on top of that, there's actually been a lot of word and talking with other people that judo has been pretty good in a self-defense aspect, because not only are you that close, but it is a preferred style with certain people. Like, almost a year or two ago, we went to this big martial arts seminar in my city, Athens, Georgia. Yay. And one of the people who were teaching it was a phenomenal judoka. Like, he said he hasn't done any judo throws in 2 years, seriously. And when he done the throw that was being shown, my body was kind of ringing from it, which shows that skill once you learn it. Even if you take a small break, if you do everything right and have a refresher, you can still put a hurting on somebody. But he actually told me he used some of these techniques actually in a bouncer's like setting, and he was a bouncer for a while. So think from that, like, yeah, judo could be a good art for bouncers. I mean, there's joint manipulation, there is the way of kazushi, of pushing and pulling to make it advantageous to you, so you can pull someone in for a throw, or to pull them into a position where you can maintain control. Because when you get down to it, that's what judo is. I mean, judo focuses more on the standing grappling, while everyone else is familiar or has seen some form of Brazilian jiu-jitsu, jiu-jitsu, which is ground grappling. At the same time, I like judo because it's pretty much the standing grappling. It's just like, hey, I'm gonna get close, I'm gonna do this manipulation point on you. If you don't like it, I'll just get close and throw you. And if you still fuss, I'll just go to the ground with you, which I'm pretty proficient at on the ground also, but not in a self-defense situation. So, is judo applicable in self-defense? Most of mine points to yes. Just gotta have the right mindset and know what throws are probably good in that situation, and don't grapple on the ground. That's it. Guan out.